What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games, and I'm coming at you with another cool live stream. And today, we're back in Planet Coaster. What we're going to be doing is getting Westwood's final touches ready for the 2018 season. But Wolf, welcome to the stream. Glad that you could pop in, even though you're at school. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble, okay? And make sure you're taking notes. Okay, let's see. As for everyone else, welcome to the stream. Not a whole lot here. Got to go start class, but might check in later. Okay. Hopefully we'll see you later, Wolf. Thanks for popping in anyways. It is pretty early. It's like 9:39 for me right now in the morning. So again, I'm trying to do a little bit of morning streams, late streams. That way everyone gets a chance, depending on where you live. So I'm trying to keep that open. So when last time we were in Westwood, we were finishing up the touches on Canyon Runner. My goal today is to pretty much get the park ready for opening in 2018. Gonna do a couple more adjustments for the rest of the park, and we'll be opening in ready for the 2018 season in Westwood. I'm going to be doing some general park improvements, keeping the park up to date, and that's the idea with this. And I want to kind of do this for like all my parks too. But hope you guys are having a fantastic day, fantastic morning, start to your day, or late at night, whatever it is for you, depending on where you live. For me, the day's just starting, so no better way to get it started than to work on Westwood. So what we're going to do is I'm pretty much just going to go through and see what I can kind of update in the park. And whether that means a couple extra details on some buildings. So I kind of want to keep the park up to code to what I do today. So what I'm going to be doing is literally adding some extra details on some of my creations already. Alright, so that's what we're going to be doing today. We're adding extra details today on a lot of pieces, and it's something that I've been wanting to do. And I'm not going to go crazy like with every single building, but I'm going to add just a little bit each time. That way we get a little bit started. Kick-started. Looks like a lot of people aren't in to the stream yet, mostly because it's morning. But just adding a couple trims on some buildings, different things like that to really just get, like, I'm looking at this and man, I was so basic at the buildings, my building skills when I first started this park. So there's not a whole lot of like details and stuff yet on it either. So that's a thing. So our goal is to go in and add some of those details back to the into the park. Even if it's just a couple minor details, like, hey, we could have done this or this, they're gonna add it to it. So one of the things I also wanted to try and focus on is try and get the custom images, make the custom images available to you guys, so you can actually have like the Westwood logo, the Nova Luna logo, all those logos that can be available for you guys. That way you can get the full experience of the park. That's another goal that I have that I want to kind of accomplish as well. So what we're doing now is I'm adding just a little bit of more color to this section of the park. To the entrance. The entrance needed some more color, so we're going to give it that. Going based off of our guest comments, some people were like, your entrance could use a little bit of some color, so that's what we're going to do. I know I'm just adding like the same piece to each building, but it works well. I'm slowly but surely going to be adding like a lot of different things to each park because I want to keep them up to date. So something small like even adding some doors on the sides or something like that of some of these places. We're going to even edit the motel just a little bit. As some of the parks are making a couple of the parks making a couple of changes to make it a little bit more up to code. So motel's adding a couple of pieces of trim here. You're gonna notice a couple of differences on some of the buildings. So see, I'm looking back on this and I'm just like, man, I could have done so much more detailing. Let's add a different piece here. Do something a little different. Alrighty. Remember, guys, if you want to support the channel, be sure to watch some ads, get some bits, and it's an easy way to support the channel for free. And you can share those bits if you choose to do so. Again, it's all up to you what you want to use your bits on. But if you want to help support me and the channel, be sure to watch some ads to get some bits. Because they can help me out a lot. That's where most of my revenue comes from. Most of the support comes from is the bits. So, and all of the revenue usually will go to updating equipment, buying video games for the future, and different things like that. So it all goes towards making the channel better. And if you didn't know, I actually got this new PC that I'm using not too long ago because of donations and support to the channel. So, just to keep that in mind. Yeah, we need some more details on this. Welcome to the saloon. I want to keep what's there, but kind of add some touches onto the buildings. Just kind of update these guys up just a little bit, because they're a little bit out of date. And we gotta stay within times. You know? Gotta stay in time here. And if any of you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that follow button as well if you are enjoying the content, of course. I am going to be trying to get into some newer games as well. When Sea of Thieves comes out, I do want to play Sea of Thieves and see how well that goes out. Go look for some buried treasure, yarg. That'll be a lot of fun. And then you get to talk like a pirate the entire time. It's fun. Yarg, we are down to 2 viewers. Guess no one wants to be up early enough. It's too early for people. That's only one of the reasons why I don't do early streams so often, is because a lot of people are in school and stuff. Especially on like a weekday. For sure. So. That's why not to do it very often. But it's okay. I'm trying to add like new details to each building that I come across. That's something that I am trying to do. Yarr. And in this park, wood is definitely a huge asset we have to use. Lots of wood in Westwood. Yeah, makes sense, right? Makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, what's that one piece? I could definitely use that for decorations. See, a lot of people thought, you know, Westwood was over after its final episode and stuff. That's far from the case. We're still going to support all these parks and work on them, make them up to date, keep them up to date. That way people can still enjoy these parks. Okay. So I'm going to try and do my best to like copy this to the other sides that we have, because we do need that. We'll try and put them in place. I'm going to do Control X here. And we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully this will work. Should fit perfectly on, oh. It's not the same size. Oops. Well, that didn't work. Forget that. Well, the good thing is I can do this to the other side when I'm done. It's different. Again, we're not going to do too much, just enough to say, hey, that's a little more detailed, you know? They detailed that a little more. That way our guests will know it. Will notice it. Our guests, hopefully, will notice it. They go, hey, that's a little more detailed than last time I was here. Okay, so these are slightly different. I thought it was the same on all sides, but apparently I was wrong. I was very wrong. So now we will do that. You never know, we might even put in some new buildings in some areas. Even though the 2018 attraction is pretty much done, we still have a couple things that are not done, so. Hey Joe, just who I want to see online after school. Yes. So you were one of the ones I was thinking about because streaming early, I don't get a whole lot of views, but I try to do some early streams just for the people that are on the opposite side of the world. Try to keep them in mind, so keeping you in mind, man. Keeping you in mind. I know I don't get a lot of views in the mornings, but because everyone's at school in pretty much America, so that's usually why I stream a lot more at night, but I still occasionally like to still do some in the morning, just for those few that are unable to join me at nighttime. At my nighttime, anyways. You know, because the time differences are a lot. You know? Okay, so that's a little bit of a detail on that. We're not going to go crazy. We're just going to detail a couple more buildings, maybe even build a couple buildings. I can see Buckshot's Cafe here. He needs a little love. Tender and care. So we're going to give it that. What is this song? Apparently we played hide and seek for hours. They've decided to support this building a little extra. And then, see, over time, I'm going to try and get these buildings kind of up to code and a little more detailed as well. Because they're constantly going to be updating them. Westwood Shores. Victory. Westwood Supply Company. I was so simple on some of these buildings, like, there's like no details on them. And that's kind of what I want to try and do, add a little bit of detail to some of these buildings. Because I didn't really add much. Because my building skills weren't as polished back when I made this. I mean, I'm still very proud of how this park turned out, but it's not up to my building skill code anymore. Whatever you would call that. Not up to code anymore. It's old. It's an old park now. My gosh, it's been like a year since I started this park, I think. Or so. Which is kind of insane to think about. And it just kind of shows how far my building skills actually came. I think so. Because this is an old park, and like I said, I would say I would continue to support this park, you know, through the years. And I so have, you know, adding new coasters, going to be adding new attractions, different things like that is going to be something that is prominent that we're going to continue to do in these parks. Same goes to Arrow Valley, Time City. When all those parks are done, we're still going to be, you know, doing details on them and still supporting them as best as we can, because we worked hard on them. Remember all these custom fences, it took forever. Think about doing a couple more planks on this. Make it look a little bit more original. Up against the wood. That way the sign looks a little bit more original. See if we can find some, add some, maybe some wooden plank. Nah, that'll be fine for right now. I like that the way it is. As you can see, we still have a lot of room for, like, say if I wanted to put, like, new shops down and stuff. But, like, look at this building. Look how undetailed I went with it. Yeah, we're definitely going to go on this one. I remember just discovering you on YouTube and watched every episode of this non-stop. Sat on the laptop for hours. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Those things, like, make me feel so accomplished sometimes when I hear that people, like, binge watch my videos sometimes. I'm just like, geez. I'm like, I can't be that entertaining, but... Alright, we had just a memento building here. We're going to detail this sucker up a little bit. Because it's not detailed to my liking at the moment. I need to put corner pieces on this building as well. More entertaining than other YouTubers I know. Huh. See, I feel honored. I'm glad that I entertained someone. That's the ultimate goal, right? Just to make sure that you entertain someone. I don't know if I want to use these. Probably not. Ah, they work okay. Don't know if they're in theme, but we're gonna make them in theme. We'll put some more wood to help with theming. I took one look at this building and I was like, oh, that needs some detailing. If you know what I mean. Like, I love Westwood and I don't want to give it up, and you know, but it needs more. It needs more detail. So that's why we're here today, and we're getting ready for the 2018 season. So who else do you watch on Twitch, Joe? That's a good question. I don't watch too many things on Twitch myself, but I do watch some stuff sometimes. I kind of just explore. Sometimes I'll just go around and find random people and watch them, and I do that quite a bit. So there's not really like anyone specific usually. I usually will go into the browsing thing and just search Planet Coaster sometimes and watch people play Planet Coaster. Sometimes there's one time I actually helped someone that didn't know what they were doing in Planet Coaster because they've never played the game before, and I actually helped them build a pretty decent park for not knowing how to play the game. Because it was all because of my help. They said if I wasn't there, they would have been completely lost and would have had the worst park ever. So it was kind of funny. It was entertaining at the same time, so it was a lot of fun. Okay, so that building at least looks better now. Of course, we have mining mission, or mine train coaster. Mine good. See, I just use so many like basic building. Oh, sounds like they're testing the tornado siren. I was gonna say, it's nice and sunny out. There's no way there's a tornado going on right now. There better not be. I mean, it looks pretty sunny out. No, I don't even see a cloud in the sky. So what better time to test it, I suppose. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a tornado siren going off. I got gulpy slush. Let's detail this building just a pinch. When I say detail, I'm like just doing a pinch of detail on some of these buildings. I'm not like going full out. I'll slowly do it over time, like maybe each year add just a little bit more detail to these different buildings and stuff. Kind of keep them up to code, keep the buildings updated instead of like tearing them down and doing so. I might tear some down eventually. It's something that does happen, but I bet Jess is, I bet it's waking up Jess and she's gonna start freaking out. She hates tornadoes. I don't have like any like good storm shelter in my house for like storms and stuff, so we always go to like my parents' house who live right down the road. They actually have a storm room, so. Hey, 6 viewers, welcome to the stream, guys. For the new viewers that are just popping in. We're working on updating Westwood a little bit and making it just a little bit more up to code to my building skills today because, again, this is older and I wasn't as good back then as I am now, so we're just like touching up on the park and making it ready for the 2018 season because we got a new ride and everything's just got to be up to code. So everything's just got to be in tip-top shape for opening because it's gonna be opening up. It's been opening in May. Last year was the first year it opened in May. So it's already gone through its first season of operation, which is crazy to think about. And yes, I like to talk about my parks as if they were real parks too. So I like that realism factor that I throw in there, which is always interesting. Alright, we're gonna copy you down to the bottom. And we're just adding a couple of... I'm not doing like extreme detailing to all the buildings because that would take probably like many, like probably days. I don't have enough time to do all that. But I'm gonna add just enough to say, hey, we've detailed this building more from now on. So that's kind of like what we're doing right now. I'm going through and we're touching up on a lot of stuff. Might even add a building or two and some sections that could use it. So but we got a couple of like facade buildings here that don't actually serve a purpose, but just for viewing purposes. I always like this little tiki cheeky. It's very simple, but I don't think I need to touch on it, at least right now. We got an ice cream building. It looks pretty okay right now, so we're not going to touch that either. Then we have like the ghost town main street kind of section. Again, I didn't do a lot of detailing back then. I just did a lot of in-game stuff. I didn't detail too much. I just kind of did some random stuff here, which turned out pretty good. So we got Iron Ghosts area. A lot of people said I should have had this queue line covered. I don't know. I think it works well as an outdoor queue. And something that I've been considering, of course, is making a priority pass for said some of the rides. Is it something that I didn't have on all the rides, so we need to do that. Alright, operations, enable priority pass, place priority pass entrance. Okay, so we're going to put it up here. Make it a part of this. Priority passes have been added this season because we're expecting bigger attendance, so... Alright, and then we need to put place the exit, so it's going to be up here. And we're going to put it over here on this side, so they still have to go through just a pinch more, but they get to skip all this, and this does fill up, so that'll definitely be worth it for the priority pass. Alright, what we're going to do is... I don't want path supports because we're going to make our own supports. We have all the curbs, though, and that stuff, and we need to select the correct texture here. We're going to go Q. And then width, I'm going to make the width a little bit bigger. I'm going to go this way. And now we're going to start getting some stairs going up. I'm going to go straight a little bit. It's going to go alongside this path as we head up and get to where we need to be. Kind of want to make it even with some of these stairways. That way we're staying on point here. This will be the priority pass entrance, and it will look fantastic. We actually might need to start a little bit sooner here. That way we can get on the correct level of where we need to be. As for this guy, I don't really want to go curvy there, but we're going to go curvy. Alright, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do one straight section. If I can do something right. I had it, but I lost it there for a second. There it was. Wait. Right there. So this was something that a lot of people have been wanting me to do, and that's add priority passes to the lineup. So I said, yeah, why not? That's actually a pretty good idea. So definitely for Iron Ghost here, we have added the priority pass. And now we just gotta do a couple supporting structure for it. And we're gonna use about pretty much the same supporting structure we used on that. So on this, I just gotta make sure it is straight. I would use it. You know what? I'm gonna do that. We're just gonna use the same building pieces, but hopefully this will work the way we need it to. That's what we're hoping. Alright, we don't need to make another one there. As we create our supporting structure for this priority pass line. The one thing I did was I wanted to make sure this fits nicely. So Hydro T was actually made a version of my park that had new priority passes sections and stuff. So I like the idea, and I wanted to do it in my own way that works well. So I don't know if we're going to add priority passes to every single ride. We're going to try to do at least this one. At the least, we're going to at least do this one. So we're going to see what we can do for the other rides as well. This one was probably one of the easier ones to add. The way I was able to do, just go off to the side here and add it up to the front. Which makes sense. Nicely done. And that blends in pretty well too, so no issues there. The only thing that we have left is some footers, because I did add like footers to these as well. If I do want to go that far into detail, we can. I think I only did it to the outside ones though. And if I miss one or two, it's not going to be a huge deal because there's a lot of bushes and stuff kind of blocking that view pretty much. Like some of these, like these. It's hard to get where I want to see here. That way we can go, oh, there's actually footers in there as well. Which is nice. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know where we're at. What is the new coaster called again? It's Canyon Runner. It is an Intamin Blitz coaster. I'm surprised that more parks hasn't added more Blitz coasters in the past, because they're very successful. I mean, you got Cheetah Hunt, which I think Maverick's a little bit better than Cheetah Hunt. I haven't been on Cheetah Hunt, so I don't want to claim that, but just expectation-wise, I feel like Maverick's the better one. Because I think Cheetah Hunt was more of a family Intamin Blitz coaster for the most part. I mean, it does have 3 launches, which is more, but intensity-wise, I feel like Maverick looks a little bit better. The thing is, this is pretty long, so we can... Man, I might have to hit the restroom here in just a second, just so you guys know. So I might have to run out of frame for a second. Favorite coaster at Cedar Point? It's Maverick. Maverick is my favorite coaster at Cedar Point. And actually my favorite coaster that I've been on, so. And I haven't been on too many coasters, unfortunately. My coaster count's only like 70 at this point. So. Oh, we still got a couple more over here. There we go. Alright, so that's pretty good right there. I'm going to drop out of frame just for a second, guys. I got to hit the restroom, and I'll be back in just a moment. If anyone wonders where I'm gone, just let them know in the chat, please. Thank you very much. I'll be right back. Alright, thanks for your patience, guys. Sorry about that. I tried to hurry as fast as I could. So, we're back. Alright, I am unmuted. Okay, as long as I'm unmuted. Alright, I'm going to save real quick. So I don't want to lose any progress, just in case. Really love coaster simulation games. I'm very interested in the design of coasters, but the prospect of falling 300 feet or going upside down in a metal cart terrifies me. See, I'm like all around. I love design coasters, and I also love riding them as well, like just as much. So I love the way they look. Like, especially like one of my biggest and proudest creations right here is this coaster right here. Iron Ghost. One of my proudest creations. I know it's not the best coaster in the world, but I might even adjust it here in this episode just a pinch. And when I say adjust, I just mean like smoothing out some pieces. Do I dare edit the track? Just making it a little more up to code, like this roll. Kind of want to reprofile it. Oops, not like that. Almost like a retracking, if you will. Smoothing it out just a little bit. Throwing in maybe a little bit extra heartline. Or something like that. See how it rides, how it rolls. You get it? See how it rolls? gonna raise this up just a pinch. There's the one thing I didn't really care for was this roll. I think it didn't turn out. It turned out a little blocky and yeah. So. So we're just doing a little bit of reprofiling here. There's a little bit of heartline going on in that. It's not too shabby. I'm going to leave it at that because that looks a little bit smoother, I think. Not perfect, but it's definitely a little bit smoother. And then something I kind of wanted to reprofile as well was kind of this last turn. In other words, I'm going to make this last turn just a little bit wider. I'm doing stuff that I feel is necessary. We're not changing the layout at all or anything like that. Just trying to make it just a bit of a smoother and more professional ride. See, I like that ending just a little bit better. So the idea is that you're kind of like riding the wall, riding sideways through this turn. Kind of like a neat, I thought it would be a neat kind of element to the ride. I will say I want to kind of rotate that just a little bit so that structure's not going over. And I kind of want to pull these out just a little bit more. Shape those out a little bit. Just to get, I wanted to give it a little bit more shaping. Alright, hopefully that rides pretty well. Those are kind of like the main things I just want to touch up on track layout-wise. Again, just kind of doing a little bit of slight reprofiling. And then the friction multiplier, I'm going to turn that down just ever so slightly as well. Alright, let's do a front bumper ride on this. Let's see how it turns out. Turn it into an outer bank turn like what Steel Vengeance has. I don't know about that too much. Again, we did a little bit of... I adjusted the friction multiplier a little bit because I felt like it dragged on through some of the stuff, but again, this is one of my favorite creations that I've made. So I'm trying to keep it up to code as well. Just like, I love the layout of it, and I just need to make sure it's as smooth as I can get. So I love how it utilizes the terrain, and that's just one thing I love about this ride. I don't want to change the layout of what it is. I'm just reprofiling some tracks, so I'm not changing any elements. That's the one thing that I won't do. Yeah, that roll looks a lot better, I think. And then, of course, we have the slight stall. It's not like a long stall, it's kind of like a short stall. And the overbank turn, airtime hill, and then just riding the side. So one reason why I kind of wanted to use the friction multiplier is make that section just a little bit faster, but still kind of slow. just getting back up to the station was a tough part of the ride, so still fantastic though. I feel like this is just too long of a piece right here though. That's the only thing the only part of the ride that I'm just kind of like, you know. Well, besides that, it's pretty good. See the Iron Ghost trains. I think that's something else I changed. Oh yeah, because I also put the RMC trains on there instead of the gravity group ones. So that's another reason why it's kind of slugging through probably a little bit, because it's got new trains this year. See, even though we got a new ride, that's not the only thing that's new coming. As 2018 dawns upon us, our new coaster, Canyon Runner, rises from the ground. I like how this little area turned out, though. Turned out pretty good. We got Canyon Supply Company. We got new restrooms. And just a nice little entrance area for Canyon Runner. And of course you got the exit way over here with a nice little view of Rattlesnake Falls. That's a new kind of nice little cool thing that I think that was added, that I decided to do with the exit of the ride. Well, just from the exit you get some pretty decent views of the ride as well. Yeah, look at those. It's got some theming throughout the ride, not a whole lot, but there's a theming present. And I redid this entire track with the Gerstlauer track because I started building it before we had the interchangeable trains. So now we have the Intamin trains on the Gerstlauer track, and it works really well. Have you seen what Six Flags America has named the world's largest looper? I did. I did. I thought it was it kind of made me laugh a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, really? Mostly made me laugh just because it's like, really, Six Flags? What was it? Isn't it called like Mardi Gras Hangover or something like that? This is ridiculous. A lot of people are upset with that. I wouldn't be surprised if they rename it or change the name of it just because of the backlash that they've gotten. So wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so we got station building for Nova Luna. Dr. Strani's Nova Luna. Hey, Hydro T, what's up? Don't forget to add priority passes. Thanks for noticing that, because I actually have started doing that already. We already added one here to, we just got finished adding one to Iron Ghost here. So, I'm not forgetting, buddy. Don't forget that. We did not forget. That is something that we're working on here, is adding some priority passes. So we got priority passes for Iron Ghost starting here. That's the one that we just finished. You know, I didn't put it all the way up here. They're still going to have to go through this, but that's okay. I just thought it fit. Again, this does fill up, so. Needs that 6th inversion. I'm not changing any layouts. I'm doing some track reprofiling by making it a little smoother, but I'm not redoing any layouts by no means. Because we're just touching up for the 2018 season, and I'm not going to be changing any layouts. I'm reprofiling some tracks, so I'm kind of making them a little bit smoother, and I'm a little more up to code to my building skills today, so. But I don't really want to touch on the layouts at all. You center the train station? No. because I'm going to keep it right here where it's at. That's where I want it. Again, I'm trying to keep it realistic as possible, that we're adding and detailing some buildings, but we're not making like big changes like that. Those changes may come later on, but not this season, because again, they're full swing at adding a new attraction, so there can't be too many changes to the park. There's going to be a couple of changes, but not like too many changes. And one of those changes are a couple more priority passes on some rides. I might not add them to every single ride. Again, I don't know how it would... Let's see, how would we do it with Nova Luna? We would have to, like, add one that goes through here and then, like, goes through the building up here for that to even work properly. As much as I do want to add Nova Luna. Alright, let's see. I think Canyon Runners, for the most part, is pretty much done. I don't know if there's really much more we really need to add in this one. So, it's looking pretty good. I don't know if we're going to do a POV of it, just because I want to keep the suspense there. I may have ridden it already, I'm not sure, but we're going to keep that suspense there. We might ride it, I don't know. Please finish the dark ride, you have time. Yeah. We're just kind of going through each section right now and adding what we need to add, because this is pretty empty. So we're going to add just a little bit of interior to this as well. We're going to add lights too, like you said, Hydro T as well. Just remember, 2018 is going to be a big year for this park. We have a new ride coming. Yeah, this will definitely be a lot better. I'm going to add some beams in here that some of the lights are going to go on. As much as I like the ideas that you had, Hydro T, I'm going to be doing it kind of like in my own fashion. The way that I would do it. So your ideas are present. They're there. But I'm going to be doing it in kind of like my way. In my own way. If that makes sense. Like priority passes and different stuff like that that needed to be in there is going to be in there. So we're just going to be adding a lot of stuff. But welcome to the stream, Hydro T. I'm glad that you could join today. It's nice to see you. Oh, what kind of lights do I want to add? Something that's in theme, of course. Could add some custom lantern pieces. That's a good idea. Give you a big cheer once you do manage to finish the dark ride. Absolutely. We're going to do some... That's one focus that we're going to be focusing on is... Because you are right, I didn't really finish it. And we need to do that, so... That is something that I do need to do, so... But how you doing, Hydro T? How you doing, man? It's glad to see you here. Haunted house pillar. I don't know if I want to use that, because then you'll probably need the expansions to actually play this. Let's go to wall decoration and see if we can't find a piece that... A certain piece that will work well. I'm making my own, like, lanterns here. That'll be cool. Yeah, no one's even cheered on the stream yet. I've been kind of surprised, actually. Usually I have one by now. The stream bit goal is 2,000, by the way. Oop. 2,000 bits. I've been, like, upping it up because when I have it low, it gets filled very fast. It just kind of always depends. These brackets are always decent to use. I haven't come to the conclusion that bits are non-existent in the UKs, unless you buy them. You don't have like any ads? That sucks. Yeah, we're gonna do this diagonal stuff, but no matter, we'll still manage. Here, I'll place each bracket, and then I'll place the lights on them afterwards. I'll put them, like, covering up these little pieces right here. Sure 2000, if you add me as Gold King Coaster. I added you already, didn't I? In this park? Oh, not in this park, that's true. Hey, I'm still open for applications for, new employees here. But yeah, I can add you as Gold King Coaster for 2,000 bits. Heck yeah, I'll do that. Do you want the name to be Hydro T or something else? Hey, what's up, Emma? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here again. Like, no problem, man. You're hired. You're hired, Hydro T. Again, do you want your name to be Hydro T on there? Can I be an employee? Yeah, sure, Jake. What do you want to be, Jake? I still have some openings for Westwood. We have some new openings. Forgot I'm already in the park as a security guard. Oh, yeah, it's true. Oh. May I please be in... Now everyone just wants a job here. Oh, gosh. It turned into a job fair. Okay, Jack. All right, Jack, what do you want to be? And Emma, tell me what you want to be as well, and I'll get you guys in here as well. You can be a vendor, you can be a employee, or you can be an entertainer, I don't care. Anything you want. So Hydro T, is that a... Do you not want to be Golden King Coaster anymore? I'm not donating. I'm already as a guard. It's okay. Just look, he's already sad. Okay, Emma wants to be a vendor. No problem. Emma, you are a vendor. Do you just want Emma... Just your first name? Or I'll put your last name in there as well. There you go. Oh, a venda. I needed more vendors anyway, so that's good. Well, you can't replace Hydro T's security guard. I can make you a security guard, but you can't replace him. Because he just wants to remain the security guard. So I won't replace him, but I'll just put you in there. Do you just want Jack? I guess you said just Jack, so I didn't know if you wanted a last name in there or anything, but there you go. All right, I need to get back. IMGF and said not in this park yet. Don wants to be a vendor. Okay. You want me to put any last names in there again? Or you just want it to be Don? That's an interesting name, though. Sounds cool. Don. Is it a female? Yeah. There you go. She's a female. There you go. Thanks, Joe. Had an interview yesterday. You had an interview and you work at Westwood now, so... Cancel that interview. You work at Westwood now. We pay good money. Thanks, Joe. No problem. Okay, now back to the dark ride. Hydro T, you're still gonna do that cheer. Don Jones. Okay, I'll put the last name too. I mean, I just say that option because, you know, there could be another Jack or it could be other ones on there. So, there you go. Excellent. We got a couple of new employees for Westwood. I still need some more employees for Arrow Valley as well, so we're actually a little understaffed there. Hi, good Joe. Yay. Didn't expect to get some more employees for the park either, but I did. It's awesome. Finish the dark ride. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're working on the dark ride today. We're gonna be working a lot on the dark ride too, because that was actually another emphasis that I wanted to work on today in the park. We're getting the park ready for the 2018 season, so I'm gonna put a wall there just to fill that up. Oh gosh. See, it's all enclosed, so it gets a little bit difficult to build in here. But we're gonna do the same thing on this side. And add some of the same lanterns. That way it's nice and lit up at night. And we need to do a little bit more theming throughout here too. There's not like any theming in the queue line, which is also a downfall. Kinda sucky. Hey, we got some branches going through the walls though, but that's some decent theming, right? I can put you in Error Valley too. I actually need to finish up Error Valley's staff and everything. Oh, come on now. What is going on? There we go. But yeah, for the 2018 season, we're going to have a finished dark ride. And, of course, the new 2018 coaster Canyon Runner. Which is going to be great. It's going to be a great season for... we're actually going to do another, like, tour of Westwood is kind of like my idea is we're going to do another video on Westwood where Tony McCoaster walks around and goes, oh my gosh, look at all the new changes and stuff like that. Look at the dark ride. It's actually finished. They put some new theming elements in it. Kind of stuff like that. That'll be kind of fun. Alright, we're gonna add these lanterns across as well. So we're gonna get our brackets here. Alright, what should I do on the inside of the dark ride, like, theming wise? I know I have, like, just rock work for the last part of the ride, but I need to put more in there. I need to throw in some more stuff in that section. So after we get... I'm hoping this doesn't take too long, but we'll see. I don't want to, like... I'm definitely going to give it its time and everything, for sure. As we get all these in place, that way the lighting will be set for the inside this section of the queue line. Get the lighting in here. It'll light it up pretty nicely in here, hopefully. That's the thing. Birthday's on the 3rd of June. Happy birthday for the 3rd of June. My birthday's in August. I'll be turning 24 this year. Welcome, viewers, to the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. We're working on Westwood, by the way. If you guys didn't know, this is one of my parks that I've completed in the past, and we are working on it for the 2018 season. Again, I keep these parks updated, so after this, I'm actually going to update the park as well. So if you have it on already downloaded and stuff, be sure to update it. It will have the new ride and all the new detailed changes as well. We're adding some priority passes. We're adding some details within this ride, because I did kind of like forget about this ride. Hey Hydro T, thanks so much for the 2,000 bits. Thanks for filling the stream bit goal. I appreciate it, buddy. I thought you said you gotta wait till I finished this. But that's cool. Well, I'm definitely gonna finish it, just so you know, because I'm going to be adding a little bit more in here. So, I'd add some lighting. Let's see how that looks at night. Oh yeah, that looks good at night. We need to do some in this section still, and in the station for sure, because those are still very dark areas. But thanks, Hydro T. Thanks for your support, man. I appreciate it. But again, some of the stuff that you suggested, of course, I will be considering, of course, still, just not all at once, if that kind of makes sense. I want to stay at a realistic standpoint still. If any of that makes sense. Really like how you do things like this in your parks. It's very realistic. Well, thanks. Like, again, like parks, you know, updates certain sections of their places. They add more stuff. They do different things. Looks like an important message from Mom. Always gotta look at your messages from Mom. Ah, okay. That was an important message, so I had to look at that one. I want to do... no. I want to add a couple of different theming sections throughout here. 2,000 was for King Ghoster. 10,000 will be for finishing the dark art. Oh, wow. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we'll definitely get it finished up. Posted the details. Yes, I just read it. I did. Oh, yeah, fine. I'll be King... Okay, go King Coaster as Hydro T, please. Okay, sorry, I didn't see the message. I went wrong with that. King Coaster as Hydro T, please. Also make Don Jones work at Tiki Chicky. Okay, so she wants to work at Tiki Chicky, which is over here. Let me get this arranged for you. So do you want me to switch your security guard over to Gold King Coaster, or do you want me to keep the security guard and just add another version of you? I guess is what I'm asking. Okay, so Don Jones, you. I think I can set this. I haven't actually done it, man. You should be able to set where they work at. Work roster manager, I think so. Yes, okay, so create new work roster. This is going to be Tiki Chiki. Save work roster. Oops. I'm going to edit the name of this to Tiki Chiki. What shops do you got in your park? Pretty much everything. Tiki Chiki. That's how you spell it. Okay. Alright, so we got the Tiki Chiki. And if I assigned you to Tiki Chiki, you will only be working there. How do I have caps lock on again? Jeez. Alright, Don Jones, and for the worker in this one, work roster, Tiki Chiki Ghost, I'm going to switch you over to, you're going to go work at Westwood Shores from now on, okay? Lady Gaga's going to go work at, we have Lady Gaga working our park, remember? Alright, she might be switching out with her now. It looks like. Yeah, they're going to switch out. Maybe. She's just waiting for her to get out of there. Like, hey, you're in my... Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it. That was synced into the ground. Oh my gosh. What is going on with that? That's synced into the ground quite a bit. Bye-bye, Lady Gaga, waiting 1 year. Maybe I should just fire her. I don't know. She was part of the, Once Lady Gaga leaves, she'll be in there, so... She's just waiting for her to leave, so... That actually will work out just fine. Hey, what's up, Zach, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you around again. We are working on one of my old parks. And we're updating it just a little bit. So, alright, so, alright, Hydro T, you are going to be Golden King Coaster. Before he leaves the park, I will rehire him. Where'd he go? He was walking away sadly. That way we don't have to place another one. Where'd he go? Can't remember. Are you planning to go any holidays? Are you planning to go on any holidays this year, Joe? I don't know what that means. So, hi, Joe T. I just need to know if, can't you, like, rehire them? Rehire. Yes, there we go. Okay. You're happy again. I'm gonna make you rich, too. 260. There, you're happy again. Yay. So, do you want me to change the name of the, or get rid of the security guard that you once were? Or do you want me to just keep both? Because that's fine, too. Oh my gosh, a lot of comments coming in. I don't like the playing code players who put 1,000 loops on a 15-minute long ride and the title is longest coaster in the playing go. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's not realistic. Are you planning on going? I already read that. By the lake. I guess I don't understand that, so. Gotta work in 10 minutes. Make me as Golden King Coaster, please. Oh gosh. Ah! And so I can make some money. Yeah, we're making you some money. See, I upped your salary as well. Keep the guard, that's my original. Okay, we'll keep the guard for you. We just added Golden King Coaster for you as well, so that works. Alright, let's get back to work in here. We need to... my plan was to add some scenery objects in here. Ah, again, let's see. Any holidays this... Are you going on any holidays? What? Am I going on any holidays? I don't understand what you mean. Am I going somewhere on a holiday? I guess, I'm sorry, I guess you need to clarify that for me a little bit, because I guess I don't understand what you mean there. Okay, so we need to get some... I kind of want to hide some bandits in the queue line a little bit. But I don't know how. Okay, well, I don't know how we're going to do that. We're going to go to scenery, actually. And select the filters, not content packs, scenery theme. We're going to do Western and Pirate, because those are the two I always use the most. Oh, this is actually a trash can. Didn't want the trash can. Okay, well, I'm going to go to work and make back my 27 bucks I spent for Golden King Coaster. I will probably make it back in the next hour. Okay. That sounds cool. We'll probably still be here in an hour. And hopefully by the time you get back, I'll have this done too. So. But thanks for popping in. Hi, JT. Always appreciate the support, man. Station desperately. Yes, we're gonna work on the station as well. And this, there's a lot of light placing that we're gonna have to do as well. Yeah, we got a lot to work on, just this alone. So this is stuff that I should have done that I never got done. So you do make some good points. I have like a lot of packaging and stuff, because again, this is like all about like trades and stuff. Sorry, are you going away this year on holidays? Does that help? Like trips? Probably not, no. I'll probably stay where I'm at on any holidays. I figured that's kind of what you meant, but I couldn't pinpoint it exactly, so. I work for 8 hours, I'll be back. Oh, you'll be back tonight. Got you. I thought you said you'll be back like an hour? Probably make it back in the next hour. Oh, you'll make your money back in the next hour. Gotcha. I read that wrong. My apologies. Don't know what I'm talking about. We might be streaming tonight. I'm not sure. It just kind of depends. Because I might be helping Jess do some of her. Hi, I've watched your channel for a long time now, and I love your content. Just a question. When will you play No Limits 2? More No Limits 2. Yeah, we'll definitely get back into No Limits 2 again. I'm trying to polish myself up on it just a little bit before I get back too crazily into it, so. But it's definitely on my to-do list to get back to it more and playing it more as well, so. Hey, look, it's a pirate. It's a pirate. Look out. We don't need pirates, though. See, I like using these ropes everywhere as well. Nice. That way we have a little bit of theming throughout the queue line. Alright, we're going to head into the station and this next section of queue line as well. And work on it as well, so. Alright. It's always hard to edit stuff in a complete building sometimes. I don't know if I can fit this in here properly or not. Oh, that actually will work. It's okay if it's in the queue line just a little bit. We just need more scenery and theming. Yeah, my stuff gets set on caps lock sometimes by accident a lot. Suck at scenery and Planet Coaster. I'm not fantastic at scenery, but I do what I can. We're not doing too much, but at least I want it to be where there's theming present, you know. Okay, so I get this guy going here and we'll go. Wish you could adjust the size of objects in Planet Coaster. That'd be kind of an interesting thing to do. Could definitely be useful in a lot of ways. I could see that being very useful. All right, so we'll get a little bit of lighting in here. This is kind of like another section of queue line, so. And then we're gonna head into the station, light up the station a little bit because it's super dark in there. And we'll be golden on those parts. Again, we're just getting some lighting in here, so. Getting The Last Jedi on DVD, I know I will be. I'm one of those people that actually enjoyed it. Again, I don't think it's a perfect film, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. A lot of people hated it, but I still enjoyed it. And I've said that before, so. And if you hated it, that's your opinion. You have the right to hate it, I guess. See, a lot of this I just kind of thrown together and didn't really give it any love. That's why we're working on it now. To kind of finish my mistakes. Not really mistakes, but to finish what I started. It was like my first real stab at like a dark ride, and I didn't do so well on it. I'll probably get it on Blu-ray / DVD, so get the both myself. I always usually get the combo pack because every player I have is pretty much a Blu-ray player. I just play it on. I do Blu-ray on my Xbox. That's what I usually do. Alright, Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to close up this little gap here. The good thing is everything doesn't have to look up to code in this world because, you know, it is supposed to look a little worn out and old. Everything's meant to look that way. Wondering whether you would ever play any of the old games like RCT3. I pop into those every so often. Like, I've done it on the channel before, like Roblox Tycoon 1 and 2. Like, I've done them before. Sometimes I get in that mood where I just want to play older RCT, and I end up going back to them sometimes, so. Like, there's a couple times where I popped in with old school RCT, so. Just because it's what I felt like playing. I still play those games to this day. It's incredible. But thanks so much, guys, for joining. For those that have joined recently, we've gotten some more. We were down to like 2 viewers at one point. Now we're up to 11. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. But Hydro T filled that stream big goal himself. Every time he pops in, he always seems to fill that. He gives so much support to the channel, so I can not give him enough credit for helping me so much build this channel up and really keeping that support going. So, a lot of thanks goes to him, of course. Alright, good questions are, am I going to finish Golden Valley, Joe? Just asking. Like I said, good question. It's not a park that will ever be finished, technically, but it will be coming back, trust me. Like, a lot of people love Golden Valley. I love Golden Valley, too. It's not going anywhere, and it's one of those parks that technically never gets finished because it's always going. Whoa, that was weird. Oh, I guess it's like dark over here because of the terrain. That one light's going to be on during the day. It's kind of funny. Okay, interesting. Does anyone know where I can get a gaming laptop cheap? No, probably not. I guess your best bet is to look for used ones if you want to look for something cheaper, but I always recommend, if you have the money, just put the money out there. But that's just me. I know a lot of people can't afford stuff, but I mean, you get what you pay for, usually. So if you pay more, you're going to get more quality out of your stuff. And if you don't pay more, it's, you know, it'll probably show. But that's just out of experience and everything like that, so. Desktops are quite cheap. Not if you get a decent one. Like, I highly recommend the one that I got if you have enough money to put out for it. Mine was about $2,500. The one that I bought with the i9 processor. Absolutely love it. It's incredibly awesome. I'd recommend it to anyone, and I haven't had any issues with it yet, so. Got a gaming PC for 300 pounds. Again, I don't know pounds very well, because of course I'm American. I got dollars. So I've never really translated what that means for dollar-wise. When I didn't have a laptop and watched videos on RCT3, I got hyped when it came out for mobile. Paid the 8 years, 11 to get it, and raged in disappointment as I played it for 5 days and got not even half the gameplay experience of the RCT3. I never got the RCT mobile version. I did get RCT Classic, which, by the way, is worth it. They did a really good job on that. I'm glad that exists, that we can, you know, it's almost better than the original. Alexa is talking out there for some reason. Alexa's playing a song. Did I say anything that sounded like Alexa? Unless Jess is in there playing with Alexa, but I don't know. That's kind of creepy when Alexa starts talking. Alexa, stop! I guess I heard Alexa. I'm getting kind of creeped out now. Unless Jesse's playing something weird. I'm kind of confused. I'm gonna check on this real quick. Hold on. That was freaking weird. Oh gosh. I don't know what Alexa was doing. That was weird. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but that was weird. She's in the kitchen and she just started playing music. I have no idea why. There's no one in there. I don't know if I said anything. But I think Jess is still in bed, so she was just like blasting this weird... So I don't know what kind of music it was, but blasting this weird music. That was weird. Maybe my house is haunted. That was legitimately weird. And kind of creepy. Alright, let's see how this looks like at nighttime. Oh, AM. Yeah, we're nice and lit up now. Queue line's looking pretty good now. Kind of themed. I'm so happy I figured out how to get a light on here now. I never knew that beforehand. Like, I'm so glad someone showed me that. We're gonna put some lights in here too. Whoop. Alright, we're gonna keep the light on so I can kind of see. That'll help out a little bit. That was so weird again. Alexa kind of creeps me out sometimes. She was playing like this weird music. Let me see what it thought it said. Because I can actually look in the Alexa app and it'll actually tell me what was said. Because that's kind of creeping me out now. What did it say? Apparently, I said, "Are you ready?" And she started playing music. And then she started playing stuff from Amazon Music. I don't know. That was weird. I never said her name. Even when I tried to yell it from here. She didn't hear me, so I don't see... That was weird. House is haunted. Confirmed. It's all confirmed, guys. How do you get different cars on different tracks at a launch coaster? Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you real quick. I'm in flying camera. So what you do is you'll go in here Alright, when you click on your coaster, you'll go to Customize, and there should be, depending on what kind of track you're using, it's not compatible with every track, but most tracks have different ones. So if you have a different track, I think there's like the torque one can't be changed, so which is kind of weird. But anyways, you go here into the Customize, and it's right here at the top. You can change to whatever terrain that you want. And again, they're not all compatible with each other, so only certain ones will work with certain ones. So the Zenith works with the Gerstlauer track, which kind of resembles the best of a for a Intamin Blitz coaster, for instance. So I see Hydro T has been on recently. Yes, he was here a little while ago. He filled that stream big goal of 2,000, which is awesome. What is Alexa? Alexa is a so I don't know if you ever heard of them, but there's the Echo Dots or the Echo. I have an Echo Dot, and Alexa's the name of the. If I say it, she might hear me and actually think I'm talking to her, but but all you have to do is say your name, and she's connected to the internet. She's kind of like uses Google or something to kind of give you answers and stuff. So if I was just to say, "Hey Alexa, what is this?" and this, she'll tell me. So she kind of supplies information for you and stuff. Almost like a Siri kind of thing. And you can place her anywhere that you want, so. I got one for Christmas this last year, so. Kind of neat. I place it in the kitchen because you never know when you're cooking something and you need a question about something, like how many this is in this and different stuff like that, so. So that's the Gerstlauer track then. Yes, I use the Gerstlauer track because it still is looks very Intamin-like for the most part. And it works for like a mock launch coaster as well if you want to make like a mock launch coaster. Or mock. They need mock rides. More mock rides. Ugh. I've been like obsessed with that company lately. Just mostly because Time Traveler, but I've seen some of the rides, or some of the rides are so amazing. You need to keep it up. Alright, we're going to take some of these same lights here. Oh gosh, I went into one of the scenes instead by accident. It's under wall decorations. Here, I'll just place this across here. It's like these brackets. I guess I deleted one by... Looks like I deleted one by accident. Which is not good. Planko lags my PC so bad, yeah. Again, you gotta have a pretty strong processor. If you have a nice, strong processor, it usually helps out a lot. So I always highly recommend the... See, like my new computer that I just got not long ago has an i9 in it, and my gosh, it runs this game so good. Used to, I would not get this many frames per second. I get nearly 40, average about 40 frames per second in this park right now. With it empty, of course. So, but you can kind of see. And then when there's guests in there, I kind of go down to into the 20s, but it's still very playable. I can run Koali Beach getting nearly about 20 frames a second, so it works pretty well. Like, I've been pretty impressed, really impressed with what this can do. I run Planko on a gaming laptop, and it's very smooth. Nice. Again, if you have a good processor, you can run the game pretty well. And then, you know, a lot of people think GPU is the thing to go with, like graphics-wise. But CPU is the most... what I've learned is the most important thing. So, if you're looking at a new PC, make sure, for playing a coaster, make sure you're getting good CPU. So, like an i9, even an i7 works pretty well. I don't even know what I had last time before I got this computer. It didn't even tell me. Probably, it was like something that I didn't even know what it was. So, I'm sure it wasn't that great. would I consider coming to Alton Towers? I would if I had enough money. I definitely want to head overseas to get to a lot of parks, but it's on my bucket list to get to, like, Alton Towers and Europa Park and Thorpe Park. There's a lot of parks that I do want to try and get out to someday. Don't know when. Again, if I ever get, you know, my channel kicked off to a point where I can afford trips like that and everything, and maybe have get-togethers with some fans overseas and stuff, that would be really cool. Because that's one of my dreams, is I would love to just, like, travel the world and just go to different parks and stuff and play Planet Coaster. So, that would be a dream come true. And unfortunately, this doesn't even pay the bills yet, so... So, that's on hold. I can barely get out to Cedar Point each year, and that's kind of like... One of my goals is usually like an annual trip is Cedar Point. It's about 10.5 hours away. Or actually, no, more than that. It's like 12 hours away. I don't know why I said 10.5, because it's like 12. Alright, let's see how this is looking. It's terraforming, though. Bandits ahead. Very good landscaping is phenomenal. I've seen a lot of stuff on it. I would definitely love to get out to Alton Towers someday. I just want to travel. That'd be so cool. Disneyland Paris confirmed by Star Wars Land, Marvel Land, and Frozen. Yes, I saw that. I did see a thing on that. I always thought the song was very weird. It just sits there yelling, screaming, not screaming, but like repeating, sky beyond the clouds, behind the clouds. Cedar Point costs a lot of fuel. That it does. That's usually why I bring like friends with me and they help pay gas, so I can't complain there. That's usually how it works for me. And then you gotta put in the cost of tickets and stuff like that. Can get a little costly. Because I don't get into Cedar Point free at all. There's certain parts I get into free, but Cedar Point is not one of them, unfortunately. Even though I wish it was. That'd be so cool if it was. Alright, we'll put in other lights. Shed some light on this, just a little bit. I'm gonna put some random lamps on some of the terraforming. Let's see, I should be able to line that up, yep. That'd be kind of cool. Whoa. No, 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 no. I just want these two guys. Nah, it's gonna be hard to place. Never mind. I guess I'll just do one at a time still. Put some crooked ones in here. That'll be fun. This is too light for that one, I suppose. Family doesn't travel a lot, especially to other theme parks, and even getting to an Orlando trip plans was a stretch. Yeah. It's an expensive trip. I remember when I had my trip to Orlando and our trip to Florida in general. We went to all the Disney parks and Universal and all that stuff. Was not a was a very costly trip, I'll put it that way. Very costly. Was not cheap. Hey, maybe I should just do a donation goal of send Joe to his favorite parks. I wouldn't do that. I don't want to ask money so I can go take a vacation. Unless, of course, I had, like, you know, meetups and stuff would be kind of neat, but... Okay, we're going to add a couple of scenery pieces, and we're going to stick with these bandits here. Who are kind of camping out, waiting on you. This guy likes to just show off his gun, so he's going to sit around here. Hiding out. He's gonna be behind some rocks here. It was a year after original Harry Potter opened. That was the last time I went to Disney. I went to 2016 was when I went. May of 2016. So, see, this guy's kind of gonna be hiding out here. I remember, like, just not wanting to do this dark ride. It's kind of why I kind of, not necessarily forgot about it, but, like, I necessarily kind of said, it's good. Good enough to open. Kind of pulled one of those. We're just gonna have like a lot of like planks hanging around and some signs saying maybe coming to the US soon, Joe. That would be awesome. Be sure to hit Solar City. You have a chance to see me. I'd definitely like to see some of you guys in person. Watch out for bandits. Oh, can't fit that. Hopefully when Toy Story Land opens, nobody will be in Pandora, so I'll be able to ride everything. I know it's a stretch, but guy can dream, can he? Absolutely. Here, I'll put a secondary sign right underneath it that's bandits. There we go. Okay, I don't think there was like it was just like towards the end where I didn't have much done. We had some cool lighting effects and stuff like that throughout here. Couple of cool lighting effects. See how much we have. We have all this. And then the flooding area was right over there, so. So we're gonna add some more special effects. Why is there a second Avatar movie coming out? Just hope the new area will direct everyone to out of Animal Kingdom. Wasn't super impressed with Animal Kingdom when I went, but could have just been me. Alright, we want special effects, ambience. Okay, we're going to go with colorable mist. Large. I'm gonna keep it like that. Alright, we need some more bandits. Love Animal Kingdom for Everest. Yeah, that was pretty good. That's the main reason why I go. I can't understand why you weren't super impressed with it. Well, it needs more than just one ride. Like I was impressed hugely by Expedition Everest. I love that. That was the best part of it. That's the main reason why we went too, was Expedition Everest, and we just wanted to visit every single park. The wildlife side of it was pretty neat, but you know, I don't know. I'm more of a rides guy, so I guess maybe that's why, but there just wasn't enough to it for me. And, you know, the restaurant, what was it, the wildlife restaurant or something like that? I don't remember what it was, but it was like a rainforest, like, restaurant. We ate there. That was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. I don't want it to sound like I hated it, but there's some stuff that I feel like there could have been more. Like, attractions-wise, there wasn't enough rides for me. That was the main reason. Never been to Hollywood Studios, but if it still can be called that, and it would be... See, Pandora. I've been to Hollywood Studios, and that was one of our favorite Disney parks, so... Hollywood Studios was great. I love all the Star Wars stuff that was there. That was one good thing about it. Alright, this guy is gonna be like tipping his hat to you. Saying thank you for saving, making it. Woo-wee. We made it. We're going to add a ambience. Let's go small mist. He's like, thank you, partner. I probably should be doing some audio stuff too. I gotta turn the audio on. I'm gonna save the park real quick. I'm gonna pause epidemic sound for a second so we can start hearing some stuff. Bug pit. Ugh. We need to find something. I do like caves. Yeah. I'm gonna go with like a cave. Here, if you guys can hear that, there you go. My favorite parks are either Magic Kingdom and Epcot. Epcot was pretty good. Magic Kingdom was pretty good too. Again, I wasn't as impressed with Disney as much as I was with Universal, which I've expressed that before. Rainforest Cafe and Animal Kingdom. That's what it was. Yes. Favorite parks. Never been to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. Disney. It's planning next year to go. Yes. I definitely want to go back. But, I don't know. Universal, like, blew us away of how cool it was. I mean, I guess I had so high expectations for Disney that it just kind of disappointed me a little bit. And I'm not saying it's a bad park or anything. My expectations were too high for it. And I was blown away by Universal. I loved Universal. Okay, so we're gonna have some steam jets. Maybe some more rock work around as well. Trying to put enough content within this section that there's enough to go around. Just because I didn't have enough in here. Yeah, I can't wait to go to Diagon Alley for the first time. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And check out everything in Universal. Like, 90% of the time we were at Universal, we were in the Harry Potter section. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, I love the Harry Potter section so much. It's so cool. Like, need to go back so bad. Like, that's where we were. We had a really good gig, too. Like, we had unlimited access to the park while we were there. We were in one of the hotels there. I think we were in the Cabana Hotel, whatever it was. And it was very good. And we had shuttles that went back and forth to Universal. So, we got shuttles to go there. And, because it was pretty much we were at the resort, so. Oh gosh. It was so good. Absolutely loved it. You watch Beetlejuice live show at Universal Studios. I did not see that. No. See, I'm not a big person into super big into shows and stuff. I'm more of an attractions guy. Like, rides and attractions, different stuff like that is my big thing. Okay, so this is turning out pretty good. Internet literally broke for a second. That's not good. What was the best time to go to Disney? In the summer or spring? I have no clue. We went in May, and it didn't seem too bad. Like, of course they're going to have lines, but it wasn't too bad in May when we went. Because we even went to SeaWorld as well. We went to as many parks as we could. Let me go to scenery. Yeah, it's hard to find a really good day to go, I think. But I would definitely say, for sure, weekdays during when school's going on is probably the best time to go, if I had to guess. That's just off of a guess, so. Alright, we got more dynamite cases here. Got a wheel. Another wheel. A smaller wheel. We're just trying to finish up this area as best as we can. Ooh, big taco. Taco statue. Has Disney got the new system for magic bands? What do they do? I don't know about that. Can easily plan for small parks like Carowinds, Disney. Most days will be somewhat crowded. Yeah. True. Oops. Go angle snap for a second. Went too far there. Just want to hang like some rope. Hanging rope. Oh wait, there's some decent theming through this spot. Then you got this, of course. I've never been to SeaWorld. It's really good. I really enjoyed SeaWorld a lot too. I only got to go one day out of when we did go, but it was a really good time. Like, I had a good time with it. For sure. This sign's gonna say, "Don't come back." Just to throw in an extra sign at the end. Did you get a chance to ride Mako? No, Mako actually opened like a week or two after we were there, so it was testing when we were there though. Even though it was testing, it wasn't open because it opened like a couple of days after. Not a couple days, more like a couple weeks after we were there. And also, the Incredible Hulk coaster was being remodeled as well. Retracked. So I was so mad. Like, I just asked Jess. I was so mad because I was sitting there, like, watching it test, and I'm just like... Because at that point, I never actually had been on a... At that point, I've never actually been on a hypercoaster like that before. Or I've never been on a B&M Hyper, so I wanted to ride it really bad. I've been on a hypercoaster before, but I hadn't been on a B&M Hyper at that point, so it was disappointing because I knew it wasn't going to be open. Really stings about the Hulk. It's my favorite ride when I went last. Yeah. Again, they were still retracking it as well, and it opened up a couple weeks later, too. Like, I got to see it. It looked good. But I didn't get to ride it because it wasn't open because they were still retracking it. That's again, I still need to get back and go. Get back and go back again. Because I missed out on a couple things that I really wanted to run. See, we should have planned it a couple weeks later. That's what we should have done. That way all that stuff would have been open. Man, that ambience noise is... You can really hear it throughout this whole thing. That's impressive. Alright, so over here we have the flooding area. Bandits ahead. Flooding ahead. And of course we have the scene right here. Which is kind of cool. We have this whole section. You can kind of see the flooding happening above you. And you have these scenes, and then that's it. Nice speaking to y'all. Good night. Enjoying the cheese pizza. Bye. My cheese pizza. Bye. Well, thanks for joining, Emma. Glad to have you in, of course. And I hope you have a great day. Make sure you have a cooler tomorrow, too. Also about the B&M Hyper, I have only one for my park, and that's a pretty fun ride, yeah. Though I've been on a B&M Hyper now. I rode Diamondback at Kings Island later on, so I did get to ride Diamondback at Kings Island in August of that same year, so. And I absolutely love B&M Hypers. They're a lot of fun. Couldn't imagine B&M Giga. I want to ride a Giga so bad. I mean, I've been on Millennium Force, of course, but it's not the same with those clamshell restraints, I bet. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, I think that's good on Bandit Canyon. We got some theming throughout the ride. Some extra theming. And the queue line inside the ride. We got some music playing. I can imagine B&M Giga, yes. That's why I want to get to Carowinds and get on Fury. I couldn't imagine. Like, I bet that's just an amazing experience. A lot of people say it's like the best ride ever, so I need to check that out for sure to see if it really is the best ride ever. It's a lot of people's favorites. Alright, so we did a lot of general improvements of the park. There's still a couple more things I need to do here for Canyon Runner. Because it's gonna... I wanted to put more shrubbery and bushes around the area. I feel like that's something that's needed. Especially these guys a lot. Again, keeping stuff up to code. I think you will really like it even after a couple of years. It's still giving incredible rides. I bet. It's still voted like one of the best rides in the world still, so it's not like it's died out or anything. But I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to Carowinds. I need to. It's one of my bucket list parks. Jess has been to Carowinds, but it was before a lot of the big rides came out, so it was a long time ago. But this park is pretty much ready for the 2018 season. We might still go back through it just a little bit more and get some extra stuff. But we'll see. But it's been a pretty good stream. Hydro T, of course, popped in and filled up our stream bit goal, which is awesome. I appreciate that, of course. And we might still have another episode or so of this to go. I'm not sure just yet if I want to do another one. Or unless I feel it's completely ready. Which I might think it's completely ready for 2018. But you're going to be seeing stuff like this probably for a while. There might even be times where I've revamped the parking lot too and stuff. You never know. Okay, guys, I got a proposition for you. I don't usually show off my POVs. If you guys want to see a POV of Canyon Runner, this is what I'm going to get offered to you guys, okay? If you guys all together can cheer... let's go. If you guys can cheer an extra... Let's go 100 bits all together. So bind together. If you guys have any bits, if you guys can get me to an extra 100 bits right now, I'll do the POV, or I will ride Canyon Runner for you. Whether it be, again, all together. Not one person has to do it, and if they do, I'll still ride it. But if you guys can band together and get an extra 100 bits, I will ride Canyon Runner. If any of you have bits. Yeah, it's nothing like the cinematic video. Cinematic video is going to be a lot better, so I have no bits. Ah, that sucks. I chose 100 because it's not a whole lot. So, but if you guys want to watch me ride Canyon Runner, just look at it go. Hey, there's 15 Freemasons. Got it started. Look at that. It's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be a fun ride, guys. We still need... Let's see, we got 15 now. It's a fun ride, guys. I promise. See, I still need 85 more bits, though. I'll give you guys some extra time if you just do that. And just like that, I can't get any more. Of course you can't. Why not? Ooh. I'm glad I replaced that heartline roll with that roll. Looks a lot better. We've been lacking in bits lately until today's stream, so I gotta make up for it. Mine, Carlos? Hi, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Canyon Runner's gonna be it's gonna be an amazing addition to the park, for sure. Definitely inspired a lot by Maverick from Cedar Point. So you guys, afterwards, after the stream is all ended, I am going to update the park too. So you're going to want to make sure if you do have it, or if you are subscribed to the park, make sure you update it, for sure. Looks good. Thanks so much, man. This is a older park, by the way, for the new viewers. This is a older park that I actually completed about a year ago, and my building skills have improved a lot. So we're going through and just working on it. Freemasons, there you go, buddy. All right. Here's the goal. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate those 100 bits. And I will keep my end of the deal. Here we go. We might even ride it a couple times. We'll do front bumper because it's the smoothest. And here we go. Enjoy your ride on Canyon Runner, guys. Keep on running. That's like the motto. Oh, gosh. That was kind of weird. Keep my end of the deal here. Now, that beyond drop. It's not the smoothest coaster I've ever built. Probably not the greatest coaster I've ever built, but it would be a pretty good... I love the twists and turns and the airtime you're going to get on this ride. It's pretty cool. So this ride opens in 2018 for the season. It's currently testing, and you guys got a front seat POV of the testing process right now. Here's the second launch, multi-launch. But I appreciate Freemasons. I'm going to assume you probably bought that 100 just so you could ride the ride, and that's commitment right there. And we got the roll. Still having issues. Lately, I've had so much with the issues with the rolls. Yeah, it's a pretty long ride, too. Not gonna lie. You said you couldn't get any more bits, so... But I'm glad you're that committed to supporting the channel, so it also supports the channel so much. Thank you so much. I just needed that extra 100 because we're a little behind on this month on where I wanted to be on revenue-wise. But I appreciate all the support. Again, all the revenue is going to help purchase games, different stuff like that. We're going to be purchasing games. We're going to be updating equipment and stuff. That's how it goes, you know. That's what it's used for. That's what I use the revenue off of this stuff for. So, all right. Just because your commitment so much, we're gonna get some. Let's get some cinematic views as well. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some cinematic shots of it as well. Oh gosh, what is this? What is this view? It's gotta wait for the next block section to clear, so. Oh my gosh, look at those fighting textures. That's not good. maybe? We're gonna go. There we go. Give me a different view. There we go. Some cinematic shots for you guys. See, it kind of has like the same speed as Maverick's first hill as well. I love those twists and turns. Rubik's Cube. It's the green side. Here we go. Twisty turny. Oh gosh, we went through the building. Into the second launch. Keep on running. That's like the motto of the ride. Keep running. Lots of story goes with all of these rides, which is really cool. Covered up by the green. I know, it's so cool. Look at that. It's fun. Ride is now testing. May I suggest something? I'm all ears, man. It just kind of depends on what it is, but I'm all ears for sure. Oh gosh. Don't have to ask to suggest. Just go ahead and say something, man. Here. I mean, it's not really a motto. It's just kind of like part of the ride. Speaking of green screens, one day at my school, Anchorman wore green and he was just floating it for the day. That'd be so funny. Oh, that's hilarious. Ready for the morning announcements. Yeah, I know what you mean. I remember seeing stuff like that when I was in school. They would have like the kind of like almost like a news kind of thing going on. All right, I might try to add some priority passes on some other rides, which might be something we might look into. Because we've added one to Iron Ghost, which is definitely good, but we need more. That way you have more than 2 rides you can use that on. There's a part in that little turn that is beyond horizontal, vertical, and I think it should be like inverted. Alright, there's that little part there's a part that is a little turn that is beyond horizontal, vertical, and you think should be inverted. Okay, so there's a lot of different like turns here. You say it's beyond 90 degrees, I'm assuming. That you think should be inverted. I like doing like the sideways pieces quite a bit. I think that works really well on like inverted on blitz coasters, where it just goes to the side. Which turn are you talking about? A little turn. I'm assuming it's gonna be like one of these guys right here that you think should be inverted. Can make it like Maverick, where it like halfway inverts. That's always fun. I guess I'm not sure what turn you're talking about, so. It's not a bank, it's just a little turn, but vertical. The biggest should be like inverted. This turn? Or this turn. So it's an actual turn. Or this turn. Or this turn. Is it the one after these? Are you talking about the one after the second launch here? This one? Or after this airtime hill right here? It's not a bank, just a little turn. What do you mean? Every turn's banked, so. I guess I don't understand. Not a bank turn. It's not a bank. It's just a little turn, but vertical. Biggest. What? I'm kind of confused. All the turns are banked. And I hate delays in streams, so it could be easier to point it out. So we got this turn, which I don't think is what you're talking about. There's this turn. You said it's the big one. The biggest turn. So are you talking about this one? Should be like an inversion? And what kind of inversion, if so? So you mean right after the second launch here, this turn? I need confirmation. After the second launch, there's a bank turn. And then a hill. Okay, so wait. After the second launch, that's this one. There is a bank turn, which is this one. Then a hill. Wait. Second launch, turn. But there's an inversion right there, not a hill. And then a hill, and then... That hill should be an inversion. What? Okay, you said after the second launch. This is after the second launch right here. We have this hill. There's a bank turn. This is that bank turn. And then it goes into that roll, which is an inversion. It's hard to explain. I guess it is. Unless you mean it's this long turn right here. Which I will agree is got like one of those spots that I kind of didn't like. In fact, I'm going to try and do something here. I'm going to say you mean this straight section because I kind of do agree on that part. My bad. Before the second launch. Okay. So it wasn't this part, but this is one part I actually did want to kind of change up a little bit anyways. Okay, banking offset is on. I want to do like an outside bank turn. There's just too much room here to, there was just too much room on this spot that kind of did look a little off on this spot anyways. You said it's before the second load. The track confused me. That's okay, you don't know the layout as well as I do, so... Okay, so you said it's before the second launch. I'll take a look. Before the second launch. I think this will add a little bit more excitement to the red on this spot because this spot was kind of boring. Added element. Okay, before the second launch. Okay, so before the second launch we have this turnaround. My question is it one of these two hills where I'm sideways? Kind of looks like an RMC layout a little bit. Kind of a little bit. I guess I can see where you're going, getting that. The first hill. The first one hill. Gosh, it's hard to communicate. So this one? Question mark? The 46-foot tall one? Are you talking about this hill right here? This banked hill? Yes, this one. Okay, so you're talking about this one you think should be inverted. Okay, at least I figured out which one you're talking about, but I did want to do this one as well. Westwood did announce that they would be changing the layout slightly on certain spots. Okay, so for this 46-foot tall hill, you said should be inverted. How much inverted? That's my question. Of course, I'm up for anything. because it makes too much horizontal G-force and it would make it more smoother. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try and invert it a little bit here. Let me take a second here for a second as we bank it more. Yeah, that's an intense twist. Don't know how much we'll be able to invert. Maybe at least somewhat. Ooh. It's even inverting it when you smooth it. Perfect. Yeah, I like that suggestion. We'll definitely try it out. And it might even count as an inversion, so that looks cool. I like the suggestion. Thanks for that suggestion. Even though it took forever to find what piece you were talking about. We'll see how that tests out. But you're right, the smoothing effect actually is kind of inverting it even more, too. Just a little more inverted, but only just a little. Maybe just a pinch more. I don't know how far we can go. It'd be kind of a cool effect, too. So whips through that. That twist and turn there. I like it, so as long as it rides out pretty well, we'll keep it. We just do a couple bit of smoothing. I remember on the announcement video, the layout's actually been altered quite a bit since then. Surprisingly enough. If I smooth you. Looking good. Okay, let's see where we're at. Right about now. Alright, we're gonna ride it and see where we're at. And go! We're gonna do front bumper. That's what I'm talking about! And don't forget the credit for that turn. Well, thanks for the suggestion, of course. Let's see, back and forth. Ooh, yeah. Turned out pretty smooth, too. Not too shabby. Did you see that? Another cool way to, like, throw an extra inversion in there, too. Since I only technically had one originally right here. The roll. Oh yeah, I want to test that outside bank turn, too. Which turned out pretty good as well. Now we got a layout. Now we're talking. I changed a little bit of the layout a lot because a lot of people didn't care for the layout or originally had. So it's gone through some alterations. If you want to make the second hill an inversion, it's your own decision. I kind of want to keep a sideways hill. I like these side spanking hills. But this one worked well a lot. Quite well, so see how it looks off-ride. Doesn't look super smooth off-ride, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be. I'll save. Making a couple of different See, again, we're making the park better. That's the goal. It's going to be a great addition for the park. BRB. All right, we'll see you when you get back. Okay, so I have to come up with a way that's going to be difficult. A priority pass for this isn't going to be easy. Hydro T just had it going across over here and going that way, which is an option. But I have to make mine like a certain way, I guess. I'm very picky when it comes to this stuff. Priority pass entrance would be towards the right entrance, of course. Now this queue line gets really full as well. I hope this guy doesn't fall off. Doesn't seem very safe on that little platform. Alright, we got it connected now. We're going to use the priority pass queue line. I'm going to go 2 pieces out here, actually. And we're going to try and see how this turns out. I'm going to go underneath. Apparently, I'm not far enough yet. I can't believe you have to be that far underneath a coaster for it to let you put it there. It's going to be a long weaving path, but it must be done. Again, I'm taking a lot of inspiration from Hydro D's way he did it at first. I'm going to make a nice little... We're going to decorate it with a really cool bridge and stuff. Back. Hey, welcome back. And we might even connect it with the terrain. I want to try and do my best to make it fit. That's going to be the hard part. Is really like making it fit into the world. Alright, we're going to allow curved slopes. Just because I want to try and connect this. Oh man, look at that. Alright, now we're going to have to do some clearage of some trees. Come on. Sometimes it's hard to move stuff, and I have to use the multi-selection tool and drag, click and drag. Aw, man, thanks so much for that follow. I appreciate it, man. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. And again, thanks for those suggestions on the 2018 coaster. They're actually really good suggestions, so I appreciate it. Again, you're always free to suggest stuff. I never stop anyone from suggesting anything. Some stuff I'm set in stone, but there's some stuff that I'm like, yeah, that'd actually be a really good idea, you know? Game theory is watching, question mark? What? Game theory? What do you mean game theory is watching? Alright, so we're going to make a nice bridge for this as well. first, again, we're going to have to move some of these. I'm not demolishing trees, I'm just moving trees. Because here at JLW Games, we love trees too much to demolish them. Meme theory, LOL. So what? I'm confused. Alright, we'll get these down. Out of the way. Yes! Alright, now the fun part is to support all this and make it look like it fits properly. That was one thing I needed to emphasize, is that this will look good. Because adding priority passes can be a pain in the butt sometimes when you didn't plan for it to have them. So, can be, oh gosh, quite the interesting thing. Here we go. But we'll make it happen. I'm going to do some nice wooden supports. But I told you guys, we're going to continue to support this park until the end of time. I'm going to make it look like a pretty good looking bridge. Love playing a coaster, but the problem is I don't have a computer. My computer is crap, and it's been like that for 6 years now, and playing a coaster is, gaming is my dream. Yes, it is fantastic, and I just recently myself got a new PC, and it works very well. $2,500, but my gosh, it is worth it if you ever have the amount of cash. I do recommend the PC I have. It's an iBuyPower. It is fantastic. It has an i9 processor, and if you're ever looking into getting something, be sure it has a good processor. So I would say at least an i7 or an i9. That way you can play the game decently well. And just a heads up. Again, I don't know if you'll ever have a good... Too young to get a job. Ah. Man. That seems to be the problem. Hey, make it to where your parents or something say, hey, all I want is this PC for my next 5 Christmases. If it's your dream. I'm playing color on a laptop, so... Well, do you have a decent laptop, though? That could make a difference. If you have a decent laptop. I remember my parents literally bought me... when Roblox Tekken 3 came out, they literally bought me a computer just so I could play that game. Like, I was so happy. Don't have that PC anymore because today's standards it's not as good, but it's a pretty good laptop. See, that's probably why it works pretty well then. See, I have a I don't have a great laptop. I use my laptop literally just for traveling and playing like Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2 on it. So I play the classics on there. That's what I do anyways. Laptop is 6 years old. Can't even run TF2 low detail on 30 frames per second. Man, yeah, you definitely need to probably get something new in that regard. I highly recommend a nice desktop, if possible. If not possible, man. Wish I could help you out there. How to get money? Depending on if you're not young enough to have a job and stuff, then I don't know. Again, Christmas, birthdays, something. I don't know. Again, that's what my parents did for me. literally got it just so I can play the game. And I was a good boy. Because again, it took me... So my parents literally bought me a PC just for Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 when it came out. By the time Planet Coaster came out, I had a job and everything, so... And then the PC before this one I got, my parents got for me as a graduation gift when I graduated from high school, so... I have my parents to thank for a lot of the PCs that I do have, so they've really bought the PCs that I had that were able to run these games pretty decently well. So, and this last one I just bought literally a few weeks ago. I bought kind of by myself. Actually, Hi Joe G bought it for the most part, but I still put a lot of money into it myself, $500 myself, and the $2,000 he donated went, the rest of that went, all of that went to the PC itself, so. I wish I had a PC's, to just give away to you, I would. But I don't really have one to give away, because I gave my old one to Jess, and now she's using it for her live streaming and stuff, so it's a huge improvement on her end, because her old PC couldn't run crap. But again, I don't know too much what to tell you. Why can't I buy bits by watching videos? Again, it's probably the Bitpocalypse again. Something that we came up with is a Bitpocalypse, is when no one's able to watch ads for videos for whatever dumb reason. So I'm sure the Bitpocalypse is happening. I was able to get a couple of bits before I started streaming. And then, slowly but surely, it was down to just one video at a time, and I was like, crap, the Bitpocalypse is upon us. I think it's all because of that Bitpocalypse, man. When Twitch doesn't want us to get any bits for whatever reason. That's the excuse we came up with. Okay, so this is so like time consuming, but I want to have a decent like bridge for this. Hey Mason, thanks so much for the 5 bits. Here's 4 bits. Thank you, man. Definitely a good stream for bits. Hey, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. We're getting that much closer to our follower goal of 250. That I hope we can hit. Sooner rather than later, hopefully. Hey, 250, you got it. My guy. Yeah, we'll hopefully hit that hopefully soon. I've been trying to get a lot of my subscribers over from YouTube over here, so sometimes it's hard to do. But so I got 4,100 subscribers on YouTube. But so if any of you new viewers want to check out more content and stuff like that, be sure to check out the YouTube channel. I got a link of it down below in the panels. If you do want to check out the YouTube channel, which has more awesome Planet Coaster content, like cinematic videos for some of these parks are on there, and a lot of cool stuff. What can you do with bits when you receive them? So, bits is a way to support a channel, pretty much. It's actually part of the revenue to the Twitch, to the streamer. So, in other words, it resembles money. Like, it's actually literally legit money. It's actually part of my revenue on the channel. And again, I use the revenue that I get on equipment, games, and everything like that. That's where my revenue goes towards on the channel. Just pretty much supporting the channel. Again, 1 bit equals 1 penny. So each bit equals 1 cent. And that's kind of how it works. Man, I've never made such a complex bridge before. Why don't you open your park so people can walk in your park so it's more alive? I try to keep the frame rate as high as I can right now, and the park's not open for the season yet. That's why. Again, I'm very big on realism and everything based on what time of the year it is as well. So the park is actually, and it's still in its off season right now, and we're getting ready for the 2018 season. I talk to my parks just as if they were real. So, and if you're not familiar with the channel, you'll know that I'm working on a lot of different. I have my own entertainment chain called JLW Entertainment, and that is actually a chain of theme parks. So I have a chain of parks, kind of like think of Six Flags or Cedar Fair, kind of. I have my own chain of parks, and this is the first one that I made. Was this one. And we just are about to open our second one, Arrow Valley, which opens up March 17th, which I'll have some cinematic videos on that on the YouTube channel and everything. So it's kind of like a for fun thing like that. And then I keep them all like within that aspect, kind of. I know a lot of people dislike it sometimes because they're like, man, you should do all this stuff. And I'm like, yes, but it's not open. And put a people limit on park, like 8,000 for... I don't want to put it... Again, we're closed right now. Park's not open. It will be alive in a little bit. Hey, thanks so much for those 350 bits. Thank you so much. Dig the stream. You'll get 250 in no time. Thanks so much for that support, man. I appreciate it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's so awesome of you. But yeah, we're looking at 250, and then every time I hit a goal, I just extend the goal and... make it higher each time. I usually do like 50 increments, so the last one was 200. We hit that. That was fun. And, yeah, so thanks so much for that support. I appreciate it, man. Like 350 bits, that's quite a bit right there. As much as I would love to see guests in the park, you know, we're not open. So, Westwood opens up in May, and that might change by next season. We're looking at opening it up in March from now on, but and having an earlier opening date for the season. It already went through its first season in 2017, so this is going to be its second operating season, which is awesome. It's going to be starting up here pretty soon. Arrow Valley opens up in March, though. That's my new park. It has an early opening. Early spring opening, and it opens up that Saturday of March 17th, which I believe is a Saturday. As long as it's a Saturday, it's that Saturday. But I'm all about like that because, again, this is an older park, and that coaster, this coaster over here that I added, right over here, this one, this launch coaster, this is the new coaster for 2018. So it's the new ride for 2018. I like doing stuff like that. Like updating the park, changing the park throughout the years. And that's what we're doing. We're prepping it up for the 2018 season. Some other stuff that's new besides the ride is new priority passes are going to be on sale. So that's a new feature, new thing that's going to be happening in this park. Because I didn't add them originally. So this season there will actually be priority passes in the park. And that's what we're working on right now. Unluckily, I have a full week of vacation right now. Isn't vacation good, though? How is that unlucky? Fun fact about me, I actually work at a theme park, and I'm going to be working on a new roller coaster that opened this year. For a fun fact that you may not know about me, for those new viewers watching. But I never like restarted the music again. The funny thing is, the name of the song is called Dragon Challenge. One coaster that I did get to ride before they tore it down at Universal. I am happy I got to ride that before it was closed. Okay, so we got some vertical supports going up now. That's just the start. Oh gosh, it's loud. Let me turn that down just a pinch. A little loud for me anyways. Got midterms this week. Ah, fun. Not really, but fun. Doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. Yo, JLW, I have the best idea ever. Well, spit it out. Let me hear it, man. Been studying like crazy. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I never went to college. I just had high school education, so... I did apply for colleges, but never got accepted anywhere. So that's fun. Another fun fact about me. So here I am, and I went to work at an amusement park. I work at a theme park, not an amusement park. And I love it so much that I'm actually very happy I never got accepted into college because I love what I do so much. Universal is so fun. I love Universal. I've only been there once, and back in 2016. But I absolutely love Universal. We talked about it earlier in the stream, too. I think I'm having a mixture of the music from Playing a Coaster and the music from Epidemic Sound real quick. That's why I always, like, mute it. Maybe, I'm not sure. Since you take your park so seriously, you should make publicity that all good stuff with screen. Hold on. Since you take your park so seriously, you should make publicity and all that goes stuff with it. What are you trying to say there? I think you had a couple typos in there. I'm having difficult figuring out what you're trying to say. I apologize. All the good stuff with the... All the good stuff. Since you take your park so seriously, you should... We'll say it. You should make publicity and all the good stuff with the screen. Are you talking like advertisements or something? Have a web page activity to do today, and the program is kind of complicated. Don't fully understand it, huh? I did take web page design in high school. I remember that. That was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed that class. Learning a lot of web page design and stuff. C++ right now. Oh, but in the class. Huh. But, like, that's the only, like... I loved computer classes. I absolutely loved having computer classes and stuff when I was in high school. Some of my favorite classes. Alright, so we have this cool bridge that kind of serves a pretty good purpose. And it's a pretty good start, I think. I want to add a little bit more for this guy to stand on because that looks a little dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if this guy knows safety very well. So I'm gonna help him out a little bit here. Grid height. That's what I needed to change. Control D. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And I love building this in this park because there's like the first real park that I really kind of was committed to properly. All the trees cover this up. Do I even need to put anything? I think I messed up on that last one. There's gaps in there. It's always hard to tell. I can't tell. Alright, I got rid of that gap. I was gonna put some, like, railings or something on this. Just so this guy doesn't, you know, fall or anything. Because that wouldn't be good. We don't need to lose our employees from falling from 100 feet. Kind of want to put, like, one of these. Nah, not that one. Nah, bro. We'll just use the western ones, the wooden ones. Because I use this in the park. Throughout the park, so. And this is going to be like his little station for making sure people have those priority passes, I guess. Okay. Really cool. Hey, we're almost at 3 hours on the stream. Awesome. It's like a lot of chat going on and oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on in that chat. Okay, so that priority pass, you know, it works. Maybe I should at least finish that up. I'm not sure. Make an advertisement for your new rides with screen. Come in the park, an object. So I actually do like some commercials and stuff. Like, I actually was advertising my latest park that I've been working on, Time City, which is by far the most detailed park I'm working on, like I've ever done. Oh, I got 75 bits from one ad. That's awesome. That sounds cool. The most I've ever gotten is 100. I don't think you get much more than 100. I've actually popped 100 bits from some ads every so often. It's awesome when you can pop that 100. I've gotten 50, 25, 75. When you pop that 100, it's like, holy crap, that's like a full $1 right there that I just got from watching an ad that I can go support someone with. It's hard to select some of these pieces sometimes. It's like, come on, man. Ooh, you just got to go underneath. That's the thing. So let me know when there's a goal you need me to fill. I don't know if there's going to be an extra goal here, but if you want to save it for next stream's goal, that's fine with me too. So we already did extra and filled the goal that we already have now. We're at 120%, 23% goal on our bits right now. It's pretty cool. We still might have another episode of this because we still have till May until this park opens up to the public for the 2018 season. So it could be a possibility that we come back and do some more stuff. Hang on to those then for future streams. See, that's what I'm doing right now. Personally, I'm just trying to collect as many bits as I can. That way I always have some to cheer. Look at this. Your smiley face, is that what I'm looking at? I like smiley faces. Smiley faces are fun. Don't you agree? Smiley faces. Alright, we're gonna go scenery. There, a video you should see. If it's a link, you're not gonna be able to post it, so there's no links in chat. That's just for a general rule. Alright, we're gonna throw down some footers here for the bridge. I'll only do it like on the visible ones. The other ones aren't as important if they're covered up by like trees and stuff and bushes, because there's no point on those. Sometimes I do put them in there just in this case. Type this in YouTube search and click the first video, Planet Coaster, the Pulse POV. Here, before I forget, I'll just do it right now. The Pulse, Planet Coaster, the Pulse. Why not? Planet Coaster, the Pulse POV. Holy crap, I already see the thumbnail and I'm just scared to click on it. Like, holy crap. It looks like something that's very detailed. Oh my gosh. Looks really awesome. There's a lot of cool stuff on Planet Coaster creations. A lot of people have created some really neat stuff. I'm looking for more stuff to showcase, of course, as well. I do a lot of showcasing sometimes on my channel. And I'll showcase requests as well, even if it's your own stuff. I just find that fun sometimes. The Pulse. Holy crap, that is awesome. Takes a lot of patience to build stuff like that. I think I'd go insane if I had that much detail on some of my stuff sometimes. Alright, a couple of footers here. It's a really cool coaster. Not gonna lie. Pretty cool. Did I ever watch Silverette's meme coasters when they first came out? I don't think so. Doesn't ring a bell anyways. Did you watch the whole thing? Yes, I did. I just watched it. Wall building at the same time. It's pretty cool. Oh gosh, this supports pretty much on the rock. Alright, that side's pretty much good. And the other ones I'm not really going to worry about because they're kind of hidden. Alright, priority passes have now been added to the Iron Ghost and Mining Mission. It's awesome. Alright, we're going to save real quick now that those have been placed in. Just incredible. Awesome. I actually haven't seen Westwood in ages. Well, we've been back into it lately. Kind of back and forth, back onto it so often, so forth. Because we've been working on, of course, 2018 stuff, including, of course, Canyon Runners, the big new ride coming in. And today we're actually just touching up and getting the park ready for the 2018 season. So, can I have a tour? I guess we can do a small tour, yeah. But look at this. It's our new ride, Canyon Runner, our new coaster. Okay, so we have the parking lots. I might upgrade eventually someday. The entrance area. We've added a couple extra details on some of the buildings as well. Just a little bit extra details. We have the tickets booths over there. Then we have just some souvenirs and photos over there. Different things like that. Then we have the Westwood entrance. Then the main street with the clock tower. Motel, Western Goods. The Saloon. We have a food place. And we can go around the tower. We even have Westwood Storage, which is also kind of like a facade building. We have the bridge going over the little river/lake. And if we go over here, we are into the Westwood Shores area, the first section of the park. We have Hat's Fantastic. We have Buckshot's Cafe over here. A nice little restaurant. We have Victory, Westwood Shores Victory. Restroom right there. And then, of course, we have the Raging River. Awesome. Just a really cool River Rapids ride. Heavily themed. Again, all these rides have storylines that I came up with as well, but we're not going to go over too many of those. I'm going to keep it kind of brief. We have Westwood Shores Supply Company. Westwood Shores Supply Company. We have the Whirly Rig. Nice little flatty ride for the little kids. Then we get this great... Oh gosh, what happened there? This great view of this water over here. This little lake area. Some nice water fountains. We have the Westwood Train Depot. So that's where the train is. Train station. And we enter the Westwood Mining Company. We have a restaurant, a little plaza here. Coffee shop, did buildings here and there. And this is our mine train coaster. This is the exit. The entrance is over here. Oh gosh, we're just running everywhere. That's our new priority pass we just added. Then we have the Q building with a little bit of theming throughout there. And this actually fills all the way up too. Like most of this will fill almost completely full too. So keeping that in mind. Then you can go up and we have the station for mining mission. If we head over here, we have Bandit Canyon, also part of the mining company. A little bit of a storyline on this. We actually finished up the theming. We actually put some theming in the queue line in this episode as well, in this live stream. Some lighting and some theming throughout the queue line, something that was missing. And then, of course, we have the actual ride itself, which is nice, heavily themed. That's insane that the queue fits all the way up. Then we have the scene here. And this bursts into flames. It's triggered. Then we have the flooding section right here, where it looks like it's flooding. And this is kind of the new stuff we added. We have some more bandits ahead. Coming around here, we have some fog effects. Steam and some more theming. And then, watch out for bandits. This guy's just kind of camping out at the end here. Don't come back. That's that. We have some more shops throughout this street as well. Then we head into the ghost town, one of my favorite sections. Have a Tiki Chicky. And then, of course, we have the hunting. Really cool flat ride. I have ice cream. And we have Iron Ghost. One of the best coasters, probably the best coaster in the park. I don't know, Canyon Runner might give it a run for its money, but it's the RMC wooden coaster, which we also added a new priority pass to it, which is this pathway here. Lots of cool theming through its queue line as well. As you get to its entrance, and we also got new RMC trains for this ride as well, which is amazing. As you can see it go here. We actually did a couple of track reprofiling on some of the sections of this area as well, which we're actually going to change the friction multiplier down a little bit extra as well, because the new trains make it a little bit different of how it flows through the ride, so we had to adjust that. Oh gosh. Then we have kind of like the main street section of this part of the park. A little ghost town, and then we get some great, fantastic views of Iron Ghost. Sorry about that. And we have Flash Ghost. This is a another flat ride. Then we have the Haunted Mansion, which is a little walkthrough attraction. Not much in here, actually. I put a shop or so in here just to make something. I didn't do much interior work on this, so not too much to expect there. Looks cool at night, though. And then the last part is the new section, Canyon Runners area, which actually just flowed in there so well that I didn't even hardly notice it. Canyon Runner is technically a part. It's like on the edge of the Adventure Company and Ghost Town. So it's kind of like its own new area, so it doesn't really count into either. Rattlesnake Falls is part of the Ghost Town as well. It's the water ride, another water ride, the Loch Flume. Awesome. Iron Ghost looks so sick. Thank you so much. It's awesome. And then, of course, the new area is Canyon Runner. This is the new ride, and it opens with a couple new shops, too. We got Canyon Supply Company. It's got a new bathroom. And then, of course, the ride itself with its entrance area. And also provides new views for Rattlesnake Falls over here at its exit area. You got to get a nice little view of Rattlesnake Falls from here. And the little lake. It's actually built right up against that lake, which is neat. Of course, you got the queue line and everything, kind of wide open. You got the ride itself. I even went as far as details of adding, like, the little Iron Ghost have a sign. Yes, it does. It doesn't. I have custom stuff for it, but I actually have not created a custom thing for it yet, or I haven't put it in there. So we have like this little control building for power building for the launch system. Which is another cool part, which leads us into the final section of the park, the Invention Company. As you can see, the signs right here. We got some more buildings. And this is kind of like the futuristic section of the 1890s. We have it's kind of themed around this inventor called Dr. Strani, who invented a lot of these different contraptions, like the power flip. Nova Luna is his biggest project, which is a B&M floorless coaster. So you can see that's Nova Luna. Lots of theming through its building, and lost a couple frames there. You can see we have some pipe theming going in here. Just before you enter the station, which it does have a trigger as well as soon as the train leaves the station. As you can see, it's kind of neat. Kind of inspired by Wildfire at Silver City. Kind of has a similar effect. And it's kind of got its own section. It's got the Invention Cafe, Feed the Imagination. You get some great views of the ride from here. We got the Pizza Pen. Lots of different shops. That's a shortcut from Bandit Canyon right there. Then we have Dr. Strani's Super Swing. Which is pretty neat. Nova Luna. And then we kind of head back towards the entrance of the park. And Westwood also has a theater. As you can see, I did throw some stuff in here as well. Just for the fun of it. And we're back at the entrance. So it's a neat thing. But Iron Ghost does have a sign. It's just one of these though. And it was kind of cool. But yeah, we've gone through and updated a lot of stuff here. We still might have one more episode before opening, so there might be another live stream or so of getting the park ready. I feel like it's pretty much ready, but could you put the theater on the workshop, please? I don't know. If it's really highly requested, I guess I could, but there's not much to it. It's kind of an empty building, pretty much. There's not much in here. As again, I don't do well with like interiors. This was a blueprint already, so. And so was this. These are all blueprints on the inside of there that I used because I was lazy. And it's not really much of a building. It's like, it needs more detail too. So that's another building we might touch up. I might put it on if I detail it more, maybe. We'll see. But Westwood's coming together. Again, I'm going to update it after this live stream. So if you do have it and you want to take a closer look at some of the new stuff, I don't even think the updated or the current version even has track for Canyon Runner. I don't even think it has Canyon Runner available in it yet. But now you'll have access to Canyon Runner, the new Intamin coaster as well. Alright, we're going to save Westwood here. But that's quite nice, quite cool. Let's see, I think I got pretty much all I wanted to accomplish accomplished at the moment. So, that's a good thing. So, I think that's about it. Definitely for more expansion on the mine area. Oh, yes. Wink, wink. Okay. Who knows what's coming in 2019, because, again, I'm going to be adding new rides, attractions, and different things through all my parks each and every season, kind of like Six Flags does, you know. So it's going to be adding new things each and every year. The new addition this year for Westwood, of course, in 2018, is Canyon Runner, which was built on this side of the park. But like you said, there's a lot of room for expansion on the mining company side of the park. So you have a good point on that. Look at all this space back here that is unused. So, but anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to go ahead and end it here. I might come back tonight. We'll see. Just kind of all depends on the schedule again. If I can get Jess to stream, I'm gonna help her stream first. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That's gonna be about it for this live stream. We might come back to it. I wonder if it's going to be a swinging mine train in the mining company. That's a good idea, too. You never know. Again, I already have like a 5-year plan for this park, so I already know what's going in the next couple of years. So, but anyways, I want to thank you guys again so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video, whichever you watch next. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day tonight. If you're on tonight, I'll donate my 80 bits. Okay, well, thank you, Freemasons, so much for your support to the channel. I appreciate it, of course. And I'll try and get on tonight. If I do, we'll probably be working on something else. We might even do Golden Valley. I'm not sure. We'll see. Golden Valley will probably be... I might try something new tonight. Okay, if I do get it. I might do my first live stream on 2 different platforms. So I'm thinking about streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time for Golden Valley. For those that want to watch it on either or, I might be trying to do something like that. We'll see how that goes. And I might be testing it out tonight if that happens. So anyways, thank you guys. Make sure you have a great day and your color tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much and goodbye.